Okay. It is time to play some WoW. There we go. Needed the last couple of days off due to, I was feeling like crap. I was not doing very well. There we go. I thought the game was a little bit quiet. But I'm feeling better now. Feels good to be back. Okay. Alright, there we go. That should be about right. Hey, Vinny. Alright, so previously on Ascension, I can't even remember what I was doing on this character. I had to take the last couple of days off due to being under the weather, and I started a character on adventure mode where every single mob is an elite. Holy crap, that is no joke. It's fun, but you definitely need to know that you want to do that. Alright. Well, I guess I'll take a look at my quest log. I guess I should hit level 15, and then I can do the dungeon thingies properly. Okay, these are very low value quests.
All the quill bores.
Oh, that's what that button's for, okay. Alright, well we got a couple quests up here, might as well. Let's go. What are you doing, Krim? I'm being inundated by cats. I got one up on my lap and the other one attacking my feet. Alright. So, I guess we would head off. Let's see, raptor thieves, fungal spores. Oh, you know, let's do fungal spores first, because I think this chains into other things. Well, they all do, but... plain straight. You know, we'll do this, because they're both right next to each other. That makes more sense, ultimately. Okay. Okay. Krem. Psst. Don't even think about touching that food. Oh, I forgot to check my mail. It's from Pony. Oh well, I'll go get it next time I'm in town. Hey, Jaden. Oh, right, I have skinning on this character. Well. Okay, so I can't... So, someone in adventure mode killed that character or something. It's tapped. Alright, what do I even do? I was playing a warlock last night. I'm all discombobulated because that was such intense difficulty, having to have everything be... Dude, on adventure mode, I don't even know what the most ideal class to play would be. Maybe a hunter. But the boars in the starting area will kill you. It is absurd. Fun though. But I would not recommend it for people that don't for sure know that that is what they want to do. I gotta keep my eyes peeled for those World Forged items too. I mean, I could always look up a map for them, but that kind of takes away the whole... takes away the fun. Oh yeah, I'll want to have it so holding Alt shows a different... yeah, I'll set stuff up later. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll yoink that one off and might as well. Oh, I don't have my buffs up. How dare you. Those long duration damage over times are such a nightmare for some classes. It's like if you need to open up from stealth. Dude, 25 a tick? That's insane. I wonder how hard that would be hitting me on adventure mode. That's the thing I was thinking of, like, dude, that would be unreal damage. Oh, and then they just have straight up fairy fire too. My god. These guys are such assholes. Well. Oh yeah, could there maybe be a world forge tucked in there? You'd think so, right? Maybe. If not there, definitely deeper in the camp. I should get that thing that makes Maul Cleave. I think that would be way better. What do I have? I have the one, yeah. When do you get the next one? Oh, not for a hot minute. Okay. Okay, nothing tucked in there. LOS? Okay, let's go on. I guess I'll grind my way over towards, towards that, because I bet there's gonna be some form of a world forged over there. Hydromancer. Strength stam crit, okay. I love that gear is actually interesting and useful. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, what am I... Alright, that makes sense. I'm using a fishing pole. It doesn't really exactly help. Now granted, my damage doesn't come from my weapon anyway. But it certainly does not help when you're wearing something like that. Okay, strength, agi, stam, crit, spell pen. That's good. That's very druidy. Strength, agi, stam, crits. Yeah, I'll wear that. Okay. That was so nice that we just deleted that guy. What is this, a warlock? Where's their pet? Oh, okay. They have them set like that. It's always so nice to get buffed out in the world, especially if you don't have a buff and someone else does. Like, I love getting, like... Or like, especially if you get like a high level buff, you get like a max level blessing of, not kings, because that's just 10% of your sets. Might, there we go, Jesus. I was gonna say, I was like the gauntlet paladin buff. Tapping into like decades old WoW knowledge. Ooh, 2 strength. Yeah, that's... See, the strength is really... Oh, that's male. Never mind. Okay. Water Seeker, Thornweaver. Alright, I guess, I think I can't remember... Is it the Water Seeker that does that shitty buff, or is it the Thornweaver, or the disease? Fairy Fire isn't fun either, but like I can deal with that a lot easier. Or I guess it's more predictable, you know, it's probably not gonna kill you. Now the damage penalty is no joke. That's like half my fucking armor, I think. Okay, almost half of it. Maybe there's no item over here. I mean, there's not a world forge at every single mob camp, but usually when you're in like a more dense, like a little encampment like this, that's when you're gonna encounter that. Oh, do I have an unassigned talent point? I do. Okay. That's actually pretty useful to have. And then what do I want to go next? Thick hide. Feral instinct increases damage done by swipe and thrash. Reduces chance enemies have to detect you while prowling. I remember way back in the day when some of these talent points were split up into different choices. Feral druids actually have it good these days. It's like not something I'm used to. Because back in vanilla, you were a healer. Doesn't matter if you wanted to be a caster, a bear, or a cat. You were a healer, the end. It's one of those things about Warcraft Reborn on the Ascension server that I like so much more. Turtle WoW addresses that too, with their own systems, but... oh, fuck. My inventory is full. Is that a pet? Oh, yeah, okay, it's a vanity pet, I see. I wonder if that one has any value. Probably not, if I had to guess, but I have no idea how rare that is or isn't. I should probably check. Alright, there we go. If homeboy wants to just kill shit, I am super down. Worry about the loot later. Only gotta kill a hunter now, I think. Just need one more of them. Dude, these hunters are like power leveling over here. Give them a nice buff and be on their way. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the hunter I need. Okay, there we go. That solves it. Yeah, grouping up with people to get a quest done like that is very, very worth your while. Just quickly plow through it and move on. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say there's got to be some like low value food. It's not for cooking, is it? Like you do? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh right, and I could cook to gain some XP too. See, on adventure mode, you don't gain XP through professions and stuff because they don't want you to cheese it. And fair enough. It's a challenge mode. It's supposed to be a challenge, I guess, right? Thorn Caller's Edge. Agi, Stam, Int. Oh, okay, Thorn Caller. Yeah, that makes sense. That's Druid stats. That's pretty cool. Yeah, all these things are just so much better. All right. Before we go back, let's grab some Plain Strider beaks. Locke is a class I played a lot of in Wrath and then Kata, so I'm wondering, like, what do people have against Warlocks right now? Buff Locks, nerf Rets, what? Ret Paladins, if anything you think it'd be Prop Paladins, right? Hey, Donuts, what's up, man? People not running defensives on Warlock and then wondering why they're dying in PvP? Ah, okay. Dumb and bad locks. Because I was gonna say, like, dude, Warlock is probably fucking fantastic right now under the current flow. I mean, there is certainly a lot of room for player agency on a Warlock in PvP, like how you use, if you have the teleport thingy or not. I don't know if that's a skill in this current version of WoW. What's the point of woodcutting to cut stone? Chillin' was on WoW the whole day. Nice, man. Yeah, I finally got to some WoW yesterday in the evening. I was finally feeling good enough to, like, get up and play some video games, and it was so nostalgic. I had dinner, took care of the cats, got pretty fucking stoned, sat down and played WoW, and I was like, holy shit, man. This is what I had been missing in gaming for quite a while. Maybe that was more than I could chew. We'll see. Yeah, this stun is what's hurting. Oh, and the dust cloud. Okay. Yeah, those debuffs they have are kind of nasty. I'm probably dead before that casts. Ah, balls. Okay. Almost had it. I need the macro thing where I can access my spells from in bear form without having to... I'm trying to remember how I used to set that up. I used to have it so, like, if I hold a key, the ability itself changes to a different ability. So you can do that without relying on add-ons. You can just do that in the built-in macro language of WoW. But I'll worry about that later. But that would have given me enough time to actually shapeshift and get this off. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes it's, I imagine DPS queues are considerably longer. Oh yeah, inventory. I gotta go take care of that later. Oh, I can just delete that for now. Actually, wait. Is there anything even lower value? Because I'm gonna go cook that in the inn later, and then I have to go buy it again. I'd rather not. Oh, yeah, here we go. I got food I don't need. Oh, I don't know if those bananas would have been used for cooking. Oh well. There we go. Hey, Binky, what's up? Last pop was 1 hour 20 ago, and the healer left so they kicked a random person in order to re-queue. Ooh. Okay. That's a bummer. But yeah, I could see that. Well, fortunately, I don't mind healing, especially when we're with a group of, like, homies, so I'll eventually be at the right level to join up. Alright, where's that plane strider beak? Yeah, that is true. There was a while where I was way deep up country without transportation, and then as soon as I got the ability to drive, I was dealing with sciatica and just wasn't doing anything or going anywhere. How have you guys been, though? Hopefully all is well in Tipsy and Binky world. I was trying to figure out, I was like, how do I phrase this without doxing anything? Oh, believe me, I do. In fact, I'm sitting on a yoga ball right now. Really, it's just because of, in my case at least, it's from an old injury, like over 10 years ago at this point. Your puppy keeps you Oh, okay, nice. Well, that's fun. I mean, like, the puppy not being awake at night. But yeah, I feel you on that. I ended up getting +1 to feline minions IRL as well recently. There was a cat that lived nearby that, well, the house that this cat lived at was not anything resembling normal. I don't know what their deal is, but it's basically like a dysfunctional house. And the two people living there, one of them was a psychotic, probably drug addict. The other one is like, had suffered from like a brain injury in his, years and years and years ago. So he's just unstable in general. And
glory to the horde.
The woman, the psychotic drug addict, she's been gone for a long time now.
We'll have an easier time keeping
knock on wood that stays the same.
I hope you learned a few tricks out there in the Barren.
And then that dude who like just kind of seems to live there and like borderline squatting or something. He just kind of let the cat do whatever, and it was never really a thing, or like it never mattered or did anything or went anywhere. But then this dude suddenly wasn't home for like, I think 10 days, but 2 days into it, because the cat had gotten left in the house. Like I heard her just howling and howling when I'd walk by, and I was like, all right, on day 2, I was like, okay, they're still not there. I just found a way to open up the house, let the cat out, and now it's my cat. It's crack? Honestly, if it were, that might even make more sense. I think, unfortunately, it's probably meth, which is similar to the outcomes, but tends to be worse.
Loktar. Very good, adventurer. With the plane striders gone, we'll have an easier time keeping our supply chains intact. And I hope you learned a few tricks out there in the Barrens, for your next prey has a little more fire in its blood than the plane striders.
The Zevra, although not the fiercest beast in the Barrens, are a shade tougher than the plane striders. Don't worry, we'll send you against bigger prey in good time. But for now, your teeth could use a little more cutting. Hunt the Zevra to the north and south, and collect their hooves. Bring them to me, and perhaps we'll next send you against something tougher.
You have done well, adventurer. Those insolent quillboars will finally learn that the might of the Horde is not to be ignored.
That attack on the caravan contained supplies we desperately needed. You've been brave enough to take on the Razormane tribe so far, and I will ask you to do so again, but this time, I wonder if I could ask you to keep your eyes open for some of our lost supplies. You can probably find them throughout their camps. The quillboar getting fat off their dishonorable acts. The people of the Crossroads would be in your debt.
One of my scouts witnessed an attack on a caravan from Durotar, adventurer. The culprits are indeed the Razormane tribe of quillboars. One of the quillboars in particular is leading the raids, Kreenig Snarlsnout. He was seen northeast of here, just south of the road from Durotar. If the threat is to be ended, then Kreenig must die. To be sure the attacks cease, though, I say we add insult to their injury. Kill Kreenig along with more of their tribe, and return to me when you have his tusk.
Okay, that works for me. Yeah, the other thing that's fun about playing WoW in the current era is that all of this quest text that I literally never read back in the day because I just wanted to collect quest, go on, do quest, turn it in, now it can be read to us with AI. Fishing is mad profitable. I just put 20 gold worth of stuff on auction house after fishing. Oh, nice, dude. Was it, and it was just regular stuff, like it wasn't part of a like a daily thingy? Oh. I just found a glyph. A mystic scroll, glyph of heroic strike. You gain 10 rage and you critically strike with your heroic strike ability. Damn, that's pretty useful for a low-level warrior. Just stuff from inside chests, mostly cloth and leather. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Of course, you can get all that extra stuff in the fishing process that wasn't previously available. Oh, I should have vendored more. Oh well. So how does that work? That's realm bound. I guess I need to deposit that into a bank then. Okay. Bro is gonna die if I wasn't here to save him. Blue jeans. He should have named himself Green Jeans, that'd be even funnier. Oh, ball sacks, okay. I don't get it. Is that not a... It's a vanity item, right? Summon pet... Oh. Alright, well anyway, I got stuff to figure out with the world of Ascension. Alright, I'm gonna just delete these bread spices and shit. This is ridiculous. Alright. Well, at first that's what I was thinking, but did it not... So, is that a skin for your pet as a hunter? Is that what that is? Because WoW does have vanity pets, those little non-combat pets that follow you around, right? But I guess that would be a skin then, like if you want the functionality of having a wolf pet but you want a, I was gonna invite him to a group. Those aren't in this version of WoW? Oh, really? Did they remove that or something? Because old WoW always had vanity pets. They didn't have any combat function, like they couldn't do the fucking Poke battles or whatever, but... Interesting, that would make sense as to why it's not doing anything, though. No, dude, they definitely have mini pets. But yeah, this must not be a mini pet. Cause like, look at these little shits. Like that's a mount, sure, but like some of these I even like. Okay, here we go. The Murloc egg, the Diablo. I had the Zergling leash back in the day. Yeah. Oh no, but like even back in old classic WoW, you could you would sometimes have a chance, like for example, you remember people would farm those black drakes to like have a low chance to get the pet version of it to drop. But yeah, regardless, that's definitely not the thing here. Unless it's just a bug, like the way that you couldn't bind appearances to your collection earlier. Okay, so where the hell is Kreenig's Snarl Snout? Oh, and it makes me wonder, would there not be... There's not a thing over here? Okay. Alright, so where is Snarl Snout? Maybe he's dead and we're waiting for a respawn. It's not in range. Yeah, whatever it is, it's got to be something different. But that is how that is how those vanity pet things would That is how they would drop back then. What is this lightning orb, huh? I'm gonna touch it. Heavy thunder, thunderclap steel, okay. I'm gonna delete that. No, I'm gonna delete this banana. Okay. So is, oh, here's Koenig, okay. There he is. Oh, and all these random things I wasn't deleting because I didn't want to lose out on the appearance that other day. That works now. Fuck's sakes, I can't figure things out. There we go. Oh, maybe I had add-ons that did those commands back in the day. Okay. Let's not forget the crates, right? There they are, okay. Yeah, I think I see how this is working. It's like, it is a vanity item under the Ascension system. It's just confusing in the sense that vanity pets were always a thing and even in vanilla WoW. And they would drop in a similar fashion, like you'd get a wolf collar, a dragon egg, etc. But in this case, it's just to reskin your hunter pet or something like that. Okay, zebra are over here. Fungal spores are that way. Yeah, no, most of it, I mean, most of it makes sense just immediately. In this case, it's just, it was like, what the fuck is this? Because it's also a, just because of the way that it overlapped with the old, I guess, core systems, I would say. But yeah, it's also, that's been part of the fun, the blend of like WoW being new stuff, or being, you know, this version of WoW being very familiar, but then also having new stuff that is not familiar. Yeah, look at that. Collect that appearance. Collect that appearance. Yeah, I'll do that leather working stuff later. There we go, collect this appearance. There we go, okay. There we go. All that stuff was bugging me the other day because I couldn't claim it. Bramble Staff. 3 int, 3 spirit, 6 spell power. It's pretty solid. Okay, so now if I was... Oh yeah, I clicked the thing. Huh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess I'll figure that out as it goes. Goddamn lionesses, they're fast enough to chase you down on your 40% mount. There we go. Hey Pony, what's up, dude? I think it would realistically depend significantly on what content you were doing, Pony. Because if it's raid bosses that hit hard as fuck, it's pretty hard to match the mitigation of a geared prot warrior unless there's something that significantly upsets that previous balance or status quo. But a warrior also can't AoE anywhere near as good as, say, a prot pally. Oh, well, if you want to tank on warrior or paladin, you're playing prot, period. Like, not a shadow of a doubt. Now, how you would hybridize that at max level, if you're going to put some points into other trees, I don't know. But of course, the other thing too is, even if your personal desire is to be the beefiest, most indestructible possible warrior, if the meta makes people only really want paladin tanks or bear tanks or whatever, you'll have a pretty hard time, A mushroom that grows near these oases, okay. No, well that's what I'm saying, like, you don't care about DPS, you just want to be chonky. It only like that's, you know, it's like if that's what the meta wants and that's what people are going to invite to a group, yes. Yeah, no, for sure in Ascension, there are more options for AoE. I would be... Now again, I'm not speaking from Ascension experience. I understand some of these mystic enchants are familiar because in Cataclysm the glyph system was very similar, but there's also, you know, there could be new stuff that I'm not aware of. Like for example, there is a thing on Shaman that gives Windlash. It basically makes two-handed Shaman completely viable, as opposed to under the Wrath of the Lich King system, it was dual wield or get the fuck out. So that change does completely change that status quo of, I guess, default WoW. But yeah, the most, I've played Druid tank, Death Knight tank, and Warrior tank in Wrath of the Lich King, like the original release of it. And I would say that you'll probably have it like for what you want to do, and then of course the fact that you're going to be using a sword and a shield on a warrior. Well, I mean, I guess you would on a paladin as well, but yeah, no, I'd imagine Prot Warrior will probably be your jam. a shame when some builds are just memes. Well, part of it also is because you're talking about being a tank. Tanks are the least amount of things necessary in a raid, right? So it's like, if you're only going to take 1 or 2 tanks, no one's ever going to pick the off-meta undesirable tank if it's going to make a tangible difference for the rest of the whole raid, right? It's just being realistic about an MMO. And now the good thing is that most in Ascension, you seem to be able to play what you want to a significantly higher degree, but there could still be some of that. And at the end of the day, what we're talking about here is putting other people's time ahead of your own personal enjoyment. And not that you should have to sacrifice your enjoyment, but like, you should be realistic about the fact that no one else is going to give a fuck other than you. Yeah. No, but definitely, dude, play something a little bit different. I would say that WoW is a good game for that, in the sense that I don't even have mining. I don't care about this 2 copper ore. There we go. I was just thinking I'm gonna get a deviate fish soon. Oh, is that what happened in the chat in game? I didn't even catch that. Was that a guild? Was that a guild name? Gaze from Outer Space? That's pretty good. I still want the I still love the idea of having a guild named My Mom Took Tylenol. It just really fits with the vibe of what guild names were back in the day. I don't need a Hearthstone. No one needs one of those, right? Alright, anyway, let's go back to the crossroads. Turn some shit in.
As the wind on the plains, you are always welcome here.
No, that was sarcasm, because I was thinking like the worst possible thing you could delete from your bags would be the would be your Hearthstone. Wait, this requires level 20 now? Interesting. When I picked it up, it required level 18. Alright, we'll have to do some cooking in a second. Okay, so it seems like that search is literal text only. I use the search or the sort function. It'll at least put it all in a relative order. Lovely. Okay. I'm just gonna sell that. I don't give a fuck anymore. Okay. Yeah, I gotta stop by a bank and deposit some stuff. auction house some of these trade goods and such. Okay. I wonder if anyone has that NPC. Yeah, because I remember I put a bunch of gear in there that I needed the appearance of. Okay.
As the wind on the plains, you are always welcome here.
Jesus, a fucking loud-ass motorcycle just went by. I could feel the bass reverberating in my table. There we go, collected the appearance. Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. Some of those daggers and such. Alright. I looked into add-ons but couldn't get past the first screen. Oh, I mean, just look in the... Don't worry about getting, like, external add-ons and stuff. I mean, I'm only using stuff from built into the launcher as well. I don't have a ton, but, like, I mean, like, Atlas Loot installs all of these things as like a companion for Atlas Loot. Bagnon... Chatter I ended up not liking. Details is my damage meter, but I think Skada is like a more lightweight and simple one. Mixed scrolling battle text and Omni CC, those are things that I definitely needed. Like, let's see. Like, seeing these cooldown numbers on the ability, that's Omni CC. I've always had that in, like, ever since ancient times. And then the... Like this scroll, like my scrolling battle text being different, that's MSBT.
Welcome to the Crossroads, adventurer. My name is
Oh,
Thork.
I see what you're
I
saying.
lead the defenses here in the name of the War Chief. Please, feel free to make yourself at home. As long as you mind your business, no one should have any problem with you taking up some space. There are many threats to our safety here. If you've already become familiar with the lay of the land, speak to the others here. Perhaps they have tasks for you to do. Well done, adventurer. With Krienig's death, there will be a definite decline in the attacks on our caravans. Your people should be proud to count you among them. Ha-ha! Thank you, adventurer. This will help us greatly. You're a boon to the Crossroads and to the Horde. If there is anything I can do for you...
Okay. Yeah, so when I was talking about add-ons, Pony, what I meant is that, like, it's not that long of a list, so I wasn't even searching anything. I was just scrolling to see what I remembered just off of sheer name recognition. I can't remember if they had good descriptions or not, but I suppose, I would just open up whatever, you know, Chat GPT, Grok, Copilot with Windows C if you're on Windows. Just pop open an AI prompt and ask it what that add-on is. It's really probably the quickest way to just tackle stuff like that. Hey, ND Beats. Yeah, I am. I even started a warlock on adventure mode the other day when I was under the weather and was not up for streaming. And despite the fact that it was borderline impossible, I mean, like, adventure mode is the thing where all of every mob becomes elite to you. Killing the boars in Durotar was challenging. I had to have my imp tank it for half the time, then take over pulling aggro myself. Certainly not a way that people would want to play most of the time, I'd wager. But it's
potent. I am forsaken, and we honor our contract.
It's fun for what it is, and I like it because it's harder than hardcore, but you're allowed to die. That's the kind of challenge I like.
I came to the crossroads from the south seeking help, adventurer. But I find only cowards.
Holy
who turn
shit,
their backs on
Mancrick's
me.
wife.
Even the mighty Thork insults me so.
Where is
He is a
Mancrick's
good
wife?
leader,
That's like the
but his
ancient
dismissal of
Baron
my
spam.
plea causes me greater anger. He claims my rage makes me hasty, that it clouds my judgment, but I will not rest until I have vengeance.
Perhaps you know the pain of
There's Mancrick's
uncertainty.
wife.
Perhaps not, adventurer. But know this, I stand here every day from the sun's rising till its decline, scouring the horizon for more of those monsters. I've killed every pigman I've come across since, but my thirst for their blood is far from quenched. Perhaps instead of heading north to the crossroads, I should have headed to Toronto. You, adventurer, you could help me. Kill them. Kill as many as you can. Bring me their tusks and we will celebrate their deaths together. We battled in a small Tauren camp when we were separated. She held 3 of the bristlebacks off by herself, but the odds began to overwhelm us. I led some away only to see her overwhelmed by newcomers. In my rage, I turned to face my enemies, but they brought me down easily with their vast numbers. I awoke to a Tauren Druid tending my wounds. He had come across me on the Gold Road as I fell. Please, adventurer, find some sign of my wife.
Long ago, the Barrens was a lush place, teeming with life. But war and cataclysm raged across the land, scorching it and leaving a dry husk. Such is the way of things, and it saddens my heart. But within the past few years, new oases have formed in the Barrens, and life stirs. And deep down, we Druids sense a power leaking its way to the surface. We must find its source, travel to the Forgotten Pools, northwest of the crossroads. Search its waters for a source of power, then return here.
They put Mancrick into Hearthstone, you play him, he shuffles his wife into someone's deck or something, and if it's drawn, it comes out and hits them in the face. That's funny as shit. What did I say? I said no one will ever be impressed by anything anyone else does in an MMO. I know, right? Who cares? We'll all be dead in 80 years. I was saying 80 is very optimistic given that this is classic WoW. But man, it's so unreal how having like fun chat in a video game just instantly makes things so much better. Gotta go, have fun rage baiting. Take it easy, pony. Take it easy, donuts. Oh, and damn, look at that. I'm like already this much level.
I have rendered the spores you gave me into an emulsion. I must now send it to my associate.
Emulsified
Apothecary
spores.
Zara. If you were to carry this to her,
Oh.
she can offer you something from our stores of alchemical goods.
Okay.
She is in the Pools of Vision, a cave beneath the shamans of Thunder Bluff. The path to this cave is well hidden, but you may find it on the Spirit Rise Bluff.
I remember this quest.
This emulsion will maintain its potency for only a short time, and must be resealed and processed before then.
But yeah, we'll hit level 15, then we can do Ragefire Chasm. Oops, sorry, Mooncake. Sorry, honey. I ended up flicking her ever so slightly. Okay. Mooncake, you're such a good cat, huh? Here, while we're on a flight path. While we're on a flight path, I can show off my IRL hunter pet. If it cooperates, what the hell? There we go. Oh, now we're in. Of course, right? Of course. Also, where is it? Why is it not working? There we go. Had to refresh the browser source for this. But yeah, we got Mooncake in her pouch of cat carrying. Her little cat-garoo pouch. You a good girl, Moon, huh? And then Creme, the new feline minion. She is over there being a sleepy little cat. Oops, I can't control the thing anymore. There we go. Okay. So let's go to... Oh god, there's so many quests over here. Oops, I hope that doesn't kill me. Nice. Oh yeah, I hear that, speaking of returning to other areas, I hear that with level scaling, that's a very efficient way to play. I have no idea how efficient it is, because I did do that last night on my Warlock. But that's the adventure mode character that's playing in the mode where every mob is elite, so... Oh, Bash and Fairy Fire Feral. Okay. Shit. Yeah, this is where all the Tauren go to get high as fuck and become shaman. Lexicon of Power? What do you do with that?
Filthy scum! Leaves me for his damn crusade, because the light is the most important thing we have against the threats the undead pose. Well, what about his children? What about me? Night after night, I sat patiently waiting for him, every second to his blasted duty. Well, witness what justice brings you, adventurer. He's dead, and I'm bearing the very thing he was trying to stop. Take this piece of junk and put it on his tomb at the sepulchre. I want nothing to do. Beware the Lord. Ah, the spores from the barons that Helbrim was gathering. He garnered your aid in delivering them. Good. and the emulsion is still potent, so you must have wasted no time in the delivery. Well
Nope.
done, adventurer. The Royal Apothecary Society, based in the great undercity of Lordaeron, has sent me here for a very specific service, adventurer. Perhaps you wish to aid me, and in turn, the Dark Lady in our efforts to advance the Forsaken. Recently, I studied a rare specimen of flora named Serpent Bloom. I believe in greater quantities this herb has great potential. Unfortunately, Serpent Bloom can only be found in the darkest recesses of the Wailing Caverns, a dangerous cave system located in the Barrens.
The Earthen Ring had pure intentions towards our plagued brethren, but who is to know the motivations of those whispering in the ears of the Elder Council? The Forsaken, whom we have allied with, have a history wrought with deceit. Too hasty was our pact. Perhaps Cairn would have been wise to heed the warnings from Orgrimmar. Deep within the Scarlet Monastery lies the Compendium of the Fallen, guarded by crazed Druid zealots. Their method is forged from insanity, but their research...
Hey, Ronan, what's up, man?
Ah, a new bundle of hides. I will get to work on these immediately. Thank you, brother. You have done me a great service. Here are some coins to pay for your time and travel costs.
I have just the thing.
What a lovely dude. Okay, I'll vendor some stuff that I don't need. Oh yeah, and I gotta stop by the bank.
Farewell.
Fuck, okay. Strength, haste rating, stamina. Two stam, 2 hit, or 3 hit, 1 strength, 1 haste, 1 stam. I'll probably sell that.
You wish to speak?
Nice, man. Well, enjoy. I never got around to playing Tears of the Kingdom, but I probably will at some point. Well, I'd say that I almost certainly will at some point. That being said, I'd imagine it'll be quite a while these days. I got too much stuff to play. And I suppose at this point, okay. Glyph of Demonic... Okay, so Demonic Circle does exist in this. So yeah, the people talking about the Warlock... People complaining about Warlocks, they're definitely just probably bad. That's all there is to it.
Well met.
Because that is a more convoluted defensive cooldown to use compared to other classes options. Like Blink is, you know, you hit the button, you blink, boom. But you can get more out of the Warlock thing. It's just different. Strength, Agi, Stam. Strength, Agi, Stam, crit, spell pen. But that's 3 agility, so that should be even more, right? Crit chance. Oh, it's actually not, though, because of the... Alright. Alright, well then in that case, if it's not more crit and it's not more attack power...
What brings you here?
We'll just sell it.
May the eternal sun...
No, I can always just do this, too. Four int, okay. I better keep that. If I need to heal, that'll be really ideal. Oh, I can sell that bread too.
I've been expecting...
Okay.
We shall meet again.
And I guess, yeah, let's stop by the... Talk to the guard.
What are you looking
Can't remember the auction house is.
The auction house can be found on the central spire of Thunder Bluff. Search near the bottom of the Wind Rider's Tower. May your ancestors watch over you.
There we go. Oh shit, I don't have the auction add-on. I think I'll just grab that really quick because that'll be so much easier than having to do all this manually.
Mooncake, you're a good kitty.
You're a good kitty cat. Oh, I should have just quit. There was no reason to log out with the timer. Anyway. Just a second here. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me get my fucking authenticator. Okay. I remember when loading into WoW used to be a thing that would take, like on an old computer.
I have just the thing for you.
There we go. See, this is the interface that I'm more or less used to. What are people selling it in stacks of 5? Stacks of 20? Okay. There we go. Alt-clicking adds it to the thing. Alright. Well, this will allow us to go through stuff. Oh, and those will deposit in our bank, right, okay. Oh, let's see now. Where's the? Let's see if that's the auction. Where's the bank?
What are you looking for?
Because it's got to be close by.
Shed yourself of your worldly possessions at the Thunder Bluff.
Claim our rewards.
What brings you here?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I thought. I thought I remember having a ton of stuff like this. Okay, and then we can also put our Mystic Scrolls. Cool. All right.
Be careful.
Okay.
How may I aid you? Walk with the earth.
All right, now we'll see what some of this stuff might have been worth. Level 14. Okay, and I don't have any picture of that, so I'll just say I'll sell it for 1 gold. If someone's trying to grab a shield to tank with because they just hit dungeon level, they'll probably want that. And if not, no one else will care because you're just going to use what you have. Okay. Wait, Peace Bloom 19 gold. What? It must be, if that's accurate, it's gonna be because, yeah, I was gonna say, no way. Oh, and you could automate if you wanted to automatically sell stacks of 5, etc. Okay. Let's look back at chat. Oh, my penis is small. Classic WoW chat. No, we're not selling 41 stacks. We're selling 4 stacks. Okay. I wish there was just a button to do max stacks immediately. Good girl, Mooncake. Eating your food. Oh, okay. Yeah, Briarthorn was always a little bit less common. Oh, light feathers are for like slow fall and stuff. Right, okay, okay. Yeah, some of these I want to level up my cooking, so I'm not gonna sell all of that just now. But I do have skinning and herbalism, so I'm not crafting with my own gathering. Ah, elixir of ogre strength, okay. I will claim that later. I don't want to add more shit to my inventory right now. Oh, and then let me see what do bags cost in this economy.
Peace, friend.
Yep, okay, so that's expensive. Problem is I can't remember what rarity to look for. Oh, there we go. I was like, how do I get to the next page? Green leather. Okay, so this large green sack. Okay, so these are 10 slot bags for 16 silver. Yeah, and then here we go, 12 slots for, yeah. I was gonna say, why are those traveler's backpacks so expensive? Okay, so the rune cloth bags start at 14, or start at a couple gold. And then what was the 16 slot bag? I can't remember. Oh, okay, traveler's backpacks are 16 slots. Okay. And those start at about 10 gold. Alright. Well, I don't have the money for that right now anyway. I was just curious what it would cost to get more storage. Okay. I think I'm gonna just go back. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, we collected the appearance of that. Nice. It's a cool rifle skin with the massive scope on it. I always liked that.
What brings you here?
But we do not need that.
We
Okay.
shall meet again.
We don't even have to level weapon skills on this server. Yeah, some of that quality of life is really good. I get that it's like you want to be involved in the progression of your character and playing the game, but some of that stuff could just be absurdly tedious. I wonder if boar meat is expensive because you can just level up doing professions and stuff. I want to see if the cooking vendors over here sell anything. Okay.
Walk with the earth. Wulan in Shadowprey Village can sell you the expert cookbook. You will need that if you are to better yourself. What do you want from me? Wulan in Shadowprey Village can sell you the expert cookbook. You will need that if you are to better yourself. For the Horde!
Okay. I gotta get up to level 50 cooking. Oh, actually, I can do that right there. There's no reason to run back to the inn and do it. Unless you're gonna do a ton of crafting, and then you're gonna be there for longer than 15 minutes or something. Oh, balls. We're 49, not 50. Okay.
I've been expecting you.
Requires raw sage fish. Okay, so at level 80 I can do that too. Nice. Alright. I wonder if like a fishing vendor would have the ingredients. Serpent bloom, raptor heads. Okay. We'll go over here, do the serpent bloom. Yoink. By the way, bros, don't be fooled. It may be November, but on this server, it's Lunar Festival time. I have no idea what dude's talking about. I don't know if I played WoW in the era that they were doing Lunar New Year stuff. I remember Guild Wars doing Lunar New Year stuff, but I don't know if I remember WoW doing that. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. So many people play WoW. It's a IRL friend from way back in the day. And it's funny because like you see someone on Discord playing Ascension deck building game and you know that they're not actually playing the deck building game. You're playing WoW, whatever the fuck. You're playing some form of Ascension WoW. Okay, let me take a look at my map here. Oh wait, is Serpent Bloom an actual Wailing Caverns quest? It is. Okay, whoops. That's right. That's right. That rings a bell. Okay, so we got the Raptor Thieves. Consumed by hatred. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just go towards Mancrick's wife, and we'll just grind quest mobs along the way. Yeah, dude already checked my chat. I know some people don't like to have chat open when they're streaming, and obviously if you're like a massive streamer, like, you would just get people spamming your chat just to advertise their own shit. It would be annoying. But I don't have to worry about that problem. And thanks to the world becoming more sane, you don't have to be like, oh no, someone on the internet said a bad word and it showed up on your chat. It's like, so nice that that isn't such a hair trigger ban situation like it once was. Oops, I forgot to skin that one back there, but it's too far. Look at the little gazelles running after the gazelle. Whirlwind. Your soul belongs to the caravan now. Yeah, those caravans to get around areas more quickly are nice, but if you're not familiar with the whole vehicle exit button, you'll be there for a minute. Okay, do I have the zebra hooves? Seems like I do. Oh yeah, because they're not showing up. Oh nice, right. They don't have that little bag next to them. Okay. Oh yeah, I was looking for Mancrick's wife. Okay, I want to make sure I don't lose track of that quest tracking. By and large, I'm just playing the game without too much consideration or worry about things. However, I know myself. I know how easy it is to get completely off task. Can mages steal bark skin? Druid skin because stuff has bark. All damage taken reduced by 20% while protected. Damaging attacks will not cause spellcasting delays. Usable in all forms. I can't remember off the top of my head if mages can spell steal that or not, but it doesn't seem like something they wouldn't be able to. Ooh. Seeing mobs higher level than me is spooky. When I was playing... Dude, when I was playing the adventure mode character, it was like... I saw a rare mob that was 2 or 3 levels higher than me, and I'm like, nope, we're just not fighting that. There's not a chance in hell. It's a very different game when everything's elite. Can be a bit tedious. Oh, requires skinning 80. Yeah, of course it would, wouldn't it? Warmane got hella boring. Oh, multi-box. See, that's the thing that I love about these private servers is things that are technically legal but result in really shitty gameplay that is allowed on Blizzard servers or just goes completely unmoderated, like gold farming and selling. These servers don't have that. And that inherently makes this so much better than the Blizzard servers could ever be. Like, I personally don't even miss the official servers. I haven't played them since literally the end of Cataclysm, and not the recent Cataclysm, the one from, you know, almost 20 years ago or something now. Well, no, that's too long, but 10 years ago. I don't know, 15 years? How the fuck long ago was that now? I guess it'd be about 2000, sometime in the 2010s. Illsbury. What's up, dude? Okay. So I think that's a higher... I could do it, but there's no point in, like, grinding it, trying to do a quest that's, like, already orange for me. Oh, it's not even an orange quest, it's a red quest. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely not do that. That's too much. That was me, forgot to follow. Yeah, no, I've that username rang a bell. I was like, wait a second, I know that. How long have you been in Ascension, man? Not long? Okay. 2 weeks? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna get into Turtle WoW because some IRL homies are playing that too, but as much as Turtle WoW has cool features and things I really like and respect, I forgot how rough that was to be playing on the actual version 1 point whatever software. Like, it's an old game. Now, that being said, if that was all that existed, I probably would just suck it up and deal with it and forget about the differences, but I really like Ascension. Like, it feels like exactly the right level of things for my tastes. It's got a modern enough technical back end that it's not like when it rains in Turtle WoW, it lags even on high-end machines just because of the way weather is processed in the ancient WoW 1.0 client. And the Turtle WoW team is incredible, but you know, you're gonna run into technical debt and things you can't truly fix. And then I didn't even get that far into it, but my brother Philip, who played more WoW than me, honestly, and he also kept playing WoW when I went on to other games as a young adult, he was talking about some of the technical nuances, like trying to min-max your auto attack and ranged attack as a hunter, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would be a thing, wouldn't it?
I understand. Thank you, adventurer.
Not to mention, what if you wanted to play a warlock? Like, I don't know if Turtle WoW would have been able to deal with the debuff limit, but like in old WoW, you could only have so many debuffs on a target. It's a nice mix of retail and classic. Yeah, that's the other thing for me is I have no idea.
Those Gevra hold a lot of strength in their legs. A sharp kick from them can knock even a Tauren on its haunches. It looks like you have some strength in you too. Are you ready for a real challenge?
I have some strength in
Now
me.
it's time to go after something that really bites. The Prowlers of the Barrens are a tough breed. Tough, resourceful, sly, and deadly.
You'll find them among the tall grasses. You'll find many to the southwest of the crossroads. Be wary as you hunt them, adventurer, or you may find yourself no longer the predator, but instead the prey.
I'm a fan of the whole AI quest thing. Speaking of new stuff, there are so many quests that I just never read or followed at all back in the day in WoW as a kid. It would be like, get quest, do objective, turn in, get XP, and that was it. Didn't give a shit. We've all probably leveled like 10 tunes to max. Yeah, no, I'm finding the XP rate and the ability to get more rested XP and stuff. I like it. It feels good. I get that it's not true classic, but I guess you can turn off some of the things, like you can, you could turn off level scaling, you could turn off some of the ways that you get more XP. But yeah, I would say that at least for my tastes, this does feel like a great blend of retail and classic. And I was gonna say, I haven't played retail since the original Cataclysm. I never played Mists of Pandaria. It just couldn't do it for me. Well, I guess technically I had a free week trial, but that was it. So there could be some of the things that are in this that I'm like, oh, Ascension made some really cool changes, and it's really just modern WoW modern retail that I'm not aware of. But yeah, being able to get a mount really low level. I don't know if the caravans are a WoW thing or an Ascension thing, but like that's really cool. Being able to just hop in a little cart in Durotar and get carted all the way to Razor Hill and then Orgrimmar. That was super nice. And I mean, on one hand, I get the desire for OG true classic. The only thing about that, though, is, well, then I wouldn't even be playing a druid. You know, it's like, if I was interested in PvP, it's like geared warrior or nothing. Because I remember what it was like back in those days. Yeah. I'm sure they do, because I saw with World Forged gear, like how you could just get a blue two-handed axe with like 1 strength, 2 armor pen at level 9, and it's a 3.6 second swing speed, and I'm like, oh, so warrior leveling doesn't suck anymore because you're not just so aggressively bound to the, it's like, okay, well, I'm at the level where I just got Ravager, so now leveling is good, but like it's going to be another 9 or 12 levels until you get another weapon that goes beyond that. You'd be so aggressively bound to your gear scaling in a way that any physical damage dealer is, but I don't know, it just always felt worse on warrior. Like hunter, you had your pet, rogue has utility. Well, having a weak weapon on a rogue is pretty goddamn awful too, realistically. But wow, warrior is horrible in classic to level. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I played a little bit of a warrior in actual classic, and I think that's pretty much why I stopped playing it. And I think it was oh, that's right. I leveled my warrior when heirlooms came out. And that was obviously changed everything, because you had a level that you had a weapon that scaled with you. What is it? The Arcanite Reaper? Yeah. I'm trying to remember, when did heirlooms come out? Was that in Wrath? No, I guess no, that's not true, because I did just get my warrior to 70 at the end of Burning Crusade. So I guess I didn't do it with heirlooms, but then the rest of his level, other classes I played had heirlooms for sure. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I don't remember heirlooms being a thing in Burning Crusade. Jesus, dude, do you remember the tail end of Burning Crusade once the Wrath, Talent, and Scaling patch hit? Holy crap, was that a wild era. I remember on that patch, what was it, Paladins with Seal of Blood? Or whatever it was, like, Ret Paladins went from being such a fucking joke to being unstoppable gods. 1v1 anything naked? Okay, I didn't realize it was that bad. I just remember one of Philip's friends had a really dog shit paladin. Like, the gear was dumb, the spec was dumb, the key bindings were dumb. That patch hit, he takes over that person's paladin for like the next month and was just doing nothing but PvP on that. Yeah, right. Divine Storm would just I remember seeing I guess probably not videos, maybe a couple videos, but videos were so rare back then. But I remember people talking about running 5 Ret Paladins to do dungeons. And if it was a really hard-hitting dungeon and you couldn't cheese it, maybe you run 1 tank and 4 Ret Paladins. 2x Ret with a homie got to 2300, damn. Yeah, that was things got silly back then. And of course a lot of that's just stuff you had to be around for, because part of it was just the fact that it was that broken. Like, if they recreated it, it would not be exactly on that patch. It wouldn't have the same exact, and the other thing too is people would know how to deal with it or have other options and stuff too. But man, that was definitely a time. Attack power, crit strike, haste rating. That's nice. Crit rating and haste rating go hard at this level. Different times back then indeed. Oh, what do I want to go for next? Increased damage caused by claw, rake, mangle, cat, mangle, and maul. Okay. Is this... Oh, yeah. Probably want to just go for that then. Increase armor contribution. Yeah. Oh, nice. There's a book here. Oh, wait.
Sub. You got rid of the raptors. Thank you, adventurer. You are an adventurer of worth. You may have killed the raptors.
Some of the AI voices go so... They're just like way too aggressive. It's funny as hell. Okay, Mystic Scroll. Fairy's Favor. Using Fairy Fire Feral grants 20 energy and rage. Holy shit. Casting Moonfire, Starfire, Star Search on an enemy. Increases the damage they take by Wrath. Okay, so that's for balance. Healing and regrowth is increased by 15% on targets affected by your rejuve. Healing of regrowth. That's right, okay. Increased by 50% of targets affected by rejuve, and the healing of rejuve is increased by... Okay, okay, I see. I mean, that's nice, but because it's not direct damage, it's resource that translates to damage. I almost kind of like the idea of having this, because even if I'm feral, if I have to heal, if I have to throw a hot on myself, that still works. And then if I do have to be healing a dungeon, that has more value. And of course I can always switch it around later if I say, nope, that was a bad choice, I'm dumb. Which I might do, because I currently have I have the other healing one, and the other option there was to allow Maul to cleave, and that sounds pretty damn nice, to be honest. Okay, 3 strength, 2 stam. 2 stam, 3 hit rating. Ooh. That hit rating is actually really, really nice to have, but... Wait, what? Hold on. Hit rating 6. Increases your melee chance to hit a target level 15 by... Okay. Oh. Is that not calculating properly? Oh, no. Okay, it is. Alright. Yeah, so that 3 hit rating is like a whole, that brings me up from 2.23 to 4 point something, but oh well, the strength is really important too, and the other thing is, like, it's a level 9 weapon. I'm gonna be getting rid of it. So be it. Okay. Druids have so many damn spells to learn. Oh, there's Atlas loot. Cool. There we go. Dungeon Finder. Oh, I see. Okay. I thought I could queue up for both. Alright. Yeah, I did just start playing. I have a Warlock as well, but that's when I'm playing on adventure mode, solo. I just got that to level 10 last night. Holy shit, adventure mode is that is a real can of worms right there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do, what even is the first resto talent again? I can't even remember. I mean, improved Mark of the Wild is great later on, but... It's, okay, so it would really just be pushback on healing. Okay, so if I do have to heal, it's not gonna make it, it's not gonna be a problem. Actually, you know what, to be honest? I think I'd actually rather heal it. Because if we get a... Oh, anyway, it's faster. I was gonna say, I feel like people are probably gonna be playing tank, but if you get a healer that doesn't know how to play the game, it can be pretty rough. Even at lower level, just because damage has to be healed. So to let you know, you can get Mystic Enchants for other tree talents, so you can fully go into one tree if you want. Oh, nice. Okay, I see what you're saying. So like you'd have your feral spec with full feral enchants and glyphs. Oh, hello. Oh, I don't have like anything for this. Okay. Okay, I'm at 23 out of 25, okay. Gotta be able to, I need better frames. I don't like seeing that text over it, but it is what it is. Oh, I see. This guy's just gonna be... Yeah, I do not have the mana regen for this. So how does that? Okay, I was gonna say, how can I heal that HP pool? But I see that my heals scale on that guy. Okay. I don't have water. Let's see. Did that give me water? Oh, I can't use that water. Okay, well, we're doing what we have to do. Okay. I'll just have to conserve my mana and be careful about watching that. Fortunately, the tank is a shaman, so he seems to be able to heal himself. Yeah, this whole scaling thing is kind of crazy because I really do not have the tools to,
So these bandanas, filthy tokens of corruption, are what my Mac had to die for? Such a waste. Such a tragic sacrifice. But alas, I cannot return to the past. Just know, adventurer, that you have brought my family justice through your deeds.
Okay, so if this guy's gonna, I think he's just gonna be hellfiring or something. I have no idea what meta people play currently. Hang on, I got aggro, I gotta run forward. Fuck. Yeah, dude, I can't fucking heal through this. Okay. This is interesting though. This is definitely a lot more involved than it once would have been. Healing like a dungeon back in the day was almost boring because there was nothing to really do unless people were so bad your healing couldn't like solve problems. They do? I don't know what that... They do what? Must have typed that in the wrong channel. Okay. Yeah, I don't have mana for that. I do at least know I have aggro, I run towards the tank. You'd be surprised how many people don't even do that. Well, it certainly is nice that I have the healing runes for at least slightly better healing. Because I don't need Bear Cleave right now. Jesus. I need my fucking mouse over macros. Or actually what I really need to do is just turn off text. I don't care what percent of healing they have. I can't see it behind the numbers. Yeah, dude, this is ridiculous. I'm completely This is cool though. The dungeons are a lot harder, but like, yeah, it seems kind of like if I like a totally new player, I don't think that's really a reasonable situation to throw them in, to be honest. Like this feels more like running heroics or something back in the day. But yeah, I gotta do this with manual clicking because I don't have my OG targeting and mouse over stuff. Yeah, that's just nuts. I don't have a faster heal than that. Yeah, honestly, I don't even want to do this. If that's how people play dungeons, I actually fucking hate dungeons now. Because I was gonna say, that reminds me of like what Mythic Plus and stuff played like. WoW is not a game to be played in that type of fashion. It just is not. It's just not. It doesn't work well when you try to make it. It was never supposed to be one of those kinds of games. Okay. Now, I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, my gear is awful. I am like the weakest possible level 15 healer you could have, just about. But like, that level of mobs, that level of damage, That seems weird. Unless they were trying to pull that many mobs, but I was like, yo, I'm upscaled here and pressing the 3 buttons that I have. But anyway, back out to the world. I'll go this way because I'll be able to do both of those quests then. But yeah, hopefully that was just one group trying to do some like min-maxed. I mean, I know it's not actual min-maxed because he said he wasn't doing large pulls, but if that's how people play dungeons these days, then I probably won't do any dungeoning at all. Maybe some raids, but that was always like, it reminds me of how people play dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV and pretty much every other modern MMO. They like grab as many mobs as possible and then just AoE them all down. And I get the efficiency of it, but it is like the least fun way to play that I have ever encountered. Win or lose. I mean, granted, that was frustrating because it's like, you guys are all taking damage. I don't have an AoE heal. I can't hot everyone because I run I got water from another player, but it's like, can't use that water. No one else responded. So it was definitely not an optimal situation, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. That's never been the way that I've, But more so though, I was saying like if someone were new to the game in general and that was their first experience of a dungeon, like they're not just new to Ascension, they're new to WoW. That would be that would have been a nightmare situation. Reduce the mana cost of healing touch by 12. Your effective periodic heals with Rejuve or Regrowth restore 3% of your base mana can occur. Now, see, that helps. That definitely would be more than nothing. Your effective periodic heals. Okay. Obtain unimbued? What? I have to figure out what that means. Oh, there we go. Enchant collection. I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, and that would cost... Okay, so that costs a material then. I see. Okay. Okay. I have a ton of those, though, so I can. But yeah, I gotta be honest. That was, I was super looking forward to getting the level for dungeons. Don't really care anymore. Alright, so it says there's prowlers over here, but maybe this isn't a good spawn spot for them. Maybe they can just technically be here. Oh, there they are, okay. Okay. Hey Moon, come here. Come here. You want to jump up? Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. That's a good little kitty. Come here. Alright. That was interesting. They like just re-rolled right there. Oh, that's a low cooldown. Okay, so getting 20 rage, yeah, that would actually be really desirable. I'm gonna have to go ahead and pick that other option next time I can get to Ogremar. I was thinking it was like a 45-second cooldown for Fairy Fire Feral. But if it's 6 seconds, that's nothing. Yeah, like that would be another 20 rage right there. And that'll be really nice as a cat. Okay. Good old bash, the bear backhand. Definitely one of the more satisfying abilities out there. It's Wrathsick Plus. Yeah, basically. Oops, I don't need to kill this. Fairy Fire Feral doing a little bit of damage is so nice. Oh, okay, when used in bear or diaber. Okay, so it does damage in bear form, okay. Alright, so the Prowlers, there we go. I was gonna say, where the hell are they now? Oh, that's the hyena. Okay. There we go. Nice, okay. Perfect. I'll just hearth back and then hang out in the inn. I gotta get calling it a night. It was only had time for a short stream today. But I wanted to get some time in rather than not doing anything. Okay. Oh yeah, I was like, where does that quest? Surga Darkthorn.
What can I do for you?
Ah, I see you've been busy lurking in the grasses and hunting prowlers. Do you think then it is time to face a champion among them?
White Mist, Iyayaki in the Tauren tongue, is the king of the Savannah Cats. He hunts with such stealth they say he's like a thin white mist on the earth. And he kills fast his prey have no time for fear or pain. The Tauren say he is both mercy and death. You will learn if that's true, for I now set you on the path to hunt Iyayaki. His lair is northeast of the crossroads, among the bones of giant Kodo Go.
I remember that was a cool pet to have as a hunter. Okay. Okay, alright, I guess realistically speaking, I'm gonna try to, I'll take care of this bag off stream, because it's just a bunch of crap to go through. Hopefully I'll get my cooking higher so I can cook that fish that I've been holding. But yeah, I guess other than that, that about does it. I will catch you guys on the next one, which will hopefully be tomorrow. I've been really trying to get back into the stream, into the swing of doing things daily. But life has been life. I've had some busy days with IRL tasks and work, and then also was under the weather the last couple of days, which had to recover. But okay, we'll go ahead and call it a night. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya. If I can find the button.